much regard for the opportunities that we have together to attend proposal seminar from Cindy Rahali entitled The Effectiveness of Project-Based Learning using Blog in Enhancing Student Speaking Skills and Grade Students of SMA Negeri Model Terpadu Madang. The supervisor is Professor Kondermano PhD and Abdul Kamaludin MPD and PhD. And the reviews today will be Dr. Andreas Hadri, Dr. Malcolm MD PhD, and Professor Dr. Amina SPD and MD. Before I open the seminar, you see, are you ready to present any part of your proposal? Good. In the name of the Almighty God, I declare this proposal seminar open officially. Now, I invite you to present any part of your proposal. Time is yours, please.
Conduct ya, jadi perbaiki nanti kalimatnya ya. Okay. Alright. You have also observations. Okay. You get data from observation and then you provided observation sheet. Who will be observed? Who will be observed? The student. Who will observe? The researchers. Do you think what is it for actually?
For describe about the learning process to know the learning process to add information in analysis data for example.
So which part of your observations question that supporting your project PBL by using plot? Which one? I see the observation not really supporting the data that you need because you want to see how the student speaking skill improve through plot. But the observation is not really supporting. If you think you don't need it, you don't need to spend your time, yeah. But if you think you need to conduct observation, so make sure that the statement or question, the data that you need really there, ya. Benar-benar ada to support yours, ya, to support your data for later. Okay. Your teaching outline. So you're teaching only one meeting?
In teaching outline, the material about recount test. The kind of recount test I choose personal recount. In this personal recount, I add the two meetings to design a project and in the last meeting for presentation and evaluate the final project.
How many times will you be in classroom implementing this?
Is
5 meetings, right? But your outline is only for one meeting, it seems.
Yeah.
So all talking about the context. Why should you limit only the topic to the context? Why you are going to see students speaking through vlog. If you make it limitation, itu akan membatasi anak-anak untuk berbicara, sementara yang Anda mau lihat itu bagaimana dia membuat vlog itu dengan berbicara. I will not limit like recount text because just let the students speak, creating flow, and then they really speak as long as you try to provided the step what they should providing topic, I mean, instead of you limit that recount text. So this is my opinion, yeah. Okay, so I mean consult with your supervisor, of course. Okay, so thinking about your teaching outline and also your LPP. Only once meeting. Ya. Ini nanti akan membatasi kamu nanti kalau sudah turun penelitian nantinya. Ya. Okay. And I go to your speaking test. Your pre-test and post-test. You didn't really test the flow. Okay, look. Can you clarify first? Why do you use pre-test instrument? What is it for? What is it? That's instruction or what? Is it instruction or part of the test?
The instruction.
The instruction, but it seems this is a test because you say pre-test instrument. And then longest the pre-test instrument longest than the questions. Okay, so thinking about your test provided, ya. So you are going to, ini kelas berapa ya di SMA? Kelas berapa itu?
1.
Oh, kelas 1 ya. Tapi pengalaman mereka di SMP sudah luar biasa. Okay. So this the speaking test you are going to oral speaking test, right? And then your question is asking about what do you know about recount text? Why should you ask about recount text?
Because students can speak about the material.
Yes?
Here, the context about the topic, where I will teach them. Then to test speaking, I use the context for the question.
But you really, I just wonder the students can remember what is a recount text. But if you providing question that relating, that you really asking their speaking, you just want to test their speaking, right? Their speaking skill, not testing about their knowledge about recount text. You make the student thinking about what is a recount text, what is it descriptive text. So that's my confused. But if you asking question relating that whether their skill to speak by asking many things, not specifying that recount text will be better, right? Yeah. Okay. Thinking about that, your question that you provided, both in pre-test and
the related studies, and then you have the similarities and differences, right? Similarities between the previous studies and your research, your study, and the differences as well. Next, I will go still in chapter 2. I think it will be necessary for you to, it will be advisable for you to include also teaching media here. Discussion about teaching, because you're going to use vlog, right? Videos, right? So videos, again, will become media as well, right? So I think it will be necessary for you to have a discussion about teaching media and vlog videos, the advantages and so forth, right? Okay. And then the teaching procedure on page 15, I think you may include one more there, two creating a project plan, right? So project plan or the schedule, right? Schedule for doing the project, right? Okay, right. That is the teaching procedure. And one more, I think, because since you are going to include recount text, it is also necessary for you to include here a discussion about the genre-based approach, right? Genre-based approach, especially the recount text, yeah? But you're going to focus on the speaking skill, okay? Right. Okay, Cindy? Are you okay? You may even drink if you like. Yeah. If I'm speaking too fast, let me know, yeah? And stop me. Please stop. Right. Okay, recount text, you need to have discussion a little bit about recount text, yeah, genre-based approach, especially the recount text. And probably you might provide examples of the recount text there. And the generic structure, right? Yeah. Same thing. The generic structure of recount text. What is the generic structure? Orientation, yeah. The generic structure of recount text, right? Orientation and then event and reorientation. Okay. Yes, this is the aspect of recount text. Yeah. We have recount text. I think also
master degree. Research
also expert of recount text. Yeah. Okay. And the one there from Parigi as well, Sri Asuti, yeah? Is also an expert of recount text. Okay. And, okay, I will go quickly. Chapter 3, chapter 2, okay. Teaching media blog, yes. Recount text, yes. Teaching, okay, the teaching outlines there. The teaching procedures should be reflected there in the teaching outline as well, right? Of the project base, okay? Yes, I think, thank you, Pak Mukhtar. The research schedule, I think it will be very good suggestion. I think Cindy, I think she may have provided the schedule, but she forgot to include.
She will memorize the timeline.
Yeah, you don't okay,
in her mind.
Your memory, yeah? Yeah, you think that you in your mind and your research schedule, but you need to include there in the research proposal, right? Okay, and the last one, I think I will go with the speaking test. Yeah, speaking test. Yes, I share the comments.
If you cannot do that properly in the teaching outline, then the teaching procedure will not be as expected by the title. Okay, that's the first one. And the second one is that blog that you are using as the teaching aid here is not the one made or created by the students. You see? You understand? It must be the blog that is related to the content of personal recount text that you are going to implement during the teaching and learning process. Since you are talking about project-based, then the students have to make a project. And then the project is the students' work. See what I mean? Is it clear? Tell me what you would like to do then.
Video.
Okay, let me tell you. I know. Okay, open your teaching outline. Okay, here you have personal recount text. Personal recount text. Then you teach personal recount text in the class. Then you have to find their vlog, available vlog, to show them this is an example of personal recount text, and this is about the content of this vlog. Okay, and then when they know how to use it and they understand what is the components of the recount text, the step-by-step procedures in doing this recount text, then their assignment, their project is their own experience, their own recount text. So if you say to Pak Koma, it will be the student's work, so when will you teach?
That's right.
And it is unbelievable if you say, for example, in first meeting, you have one personal recount text. It's impossible. For PGBL, you have at least 2 meetings in one topic. Because you have to work with the students first, and then they have to have their project, and then they have time to present their project. That's the real news. Ask Sriastuti, ask Lilis, ask everyone. They ask their friends. Yeah, you follow Pak Mokhtar's free. Yeah. Okay? You understand what I'm talking about? right. This is very important. This is very important because it's just useless to say, okay, create your own vlog and that will be your topic. No, not like that. Okay, I try to find out some. Yeah, I try to find out some during the discussion here, some vlog related to the experiences, and I think it's very, very important. And I got one article related to that vlog, particularly in pre-service teachers like you. They have tried to do it, and they try to do their own daily routine, just like a diary. They wrote a diary last time in the 1980s in Omar's era. And in your era, it was very digitally prepared. Okay? So don't worry, just take it easy. We are here for you. Okay? And then the second one is how the student perceive the implementation of the PBI method assisted by vlog. Only that's all. Stop in vlog. We don't need only effectiveness of learning speaking skills. No, is it effective? They will answer your questions by answering the items from the questioners from Pakowan. So please write down or design your questionnaire items related to the survey on perception in the usage of PBI and vlog. Right? If that's okay, then you have to change the scope. So I'm someone who is accepting the backward design. I try to see the end first, and then I go back to find out something that usually important for the final results. So then you see, you say here, through the PBI method, there is also investigated, blah, 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 vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar, and so on. I think this is useless. When we talk about speaking skills, when we talk about speaking ability, you talk about how fluent he is, how accurate he expressed his ideas, and so on, and how comprehensible it is. But pay attention, if it is fluent and accurate, it means comprehensible. That's real. And then you have to go back to school. Are year 10 students expected to have them all? Okay, so you have to go back to school teacher there, ask them, when you were in year 10 at SMR, do they have to be fluent, do they have to be comprehensible, do they have to be accurate in speaking? You have to know that first. And that's what you have to write in the real background here. Yeah? So your background will bring Prof. Amina, Pak Mohtar, Pak Komarudin, and I to the real situation that students experience in SMA Madani. That's the background. Good? Okay? Right. Okay, then my last comment is going to the availability of video blog, blog video. Have you tried to find out some importance or related topic to the topic that you are teaching in outline here? If you haven't, then you have to work harder. Yeah? Find out some videos or blog that can be used to help students understand this topic, and then think or bear in mind that you have to create project based on the student's experience, so that we will be contextual as Komarudin has said. Right? Is it okay? I think all of them is noted. Yeah, we have noted around the draft and in this paper. Yeah, try to read, try to revise it, and if you cannot read it, come to us to say, your handwriting is very terrible. Yes. Oh, if you have anything to clarify, to ask, feel free to ask.
And my supervisor and the student supervisor, I accept the suggestion, and then I will revise my draft to do my research.
When you talk, you have to end up your talking.